Hello, I'm Taylor McKinney, and this is the screencast for the final portfolio project. So the site that I used for my portfolio project is Wix, and I found some pros of the site was that it was I'd say it was really user-friendly. They had two different types of editing that you could choose, and one was kind of more geared towards like somebody who isn't used to creating websites. So that is the one that I chose because I haven't ever really created my own website before. So I did find it very user-friendly, which was nice. They had a lot of options for you to choose from as far as like, backgrounds or, a lot of different like boxes that you could add and stuff like that to kind of, make it unique and different. So I like the options that they have. So that was definitely a pro. And as far as style, pro of the style that I created, I guess I technically wouldn't, I guess maybe style of my layout. I think a pro is that it's pretty easy to navigate. Everything's kind of laid out up here along the navigation bar that you can easily click on. And yeah, so I think that's a good pro. Cons of the site, I would say, I mean, for me, Wix, I just don't like how they I get it because it's a free thing, so they have to advertise, but I don't really like how it kind of shows up all over the place. Like up here, it'll say create your own site, and down here it has the whole thing at the bottom of your web page here. So to me, that's just a visual con because you kind of see it, and it just doesn't look as good because you have that advertisement there. But I do understand because it is free, so they need to put their name there, and it is their site. Another con, I guess it's on me, just, to me, I just wish it was more, looked more outstanding in my opinion, like if it could stand out more. But again, I don't create websites, so I'm not the best at it, so that would be a con. So for mine, I chose to do, homepage, and I just simply have my name and what it is, so it's a portfolio website. And then you click on the introduction tab. There we go. And then here I just have, introduction about me. So I start, in this first paragraph, I start by just, introducing myself and explaining, where I go to college, a major, and then the second one is, kind of more so gearing towards my major of why it's my major. So, saying how, technology is interesting to me. And then the third one is just, a little bit more background on my life, about being a full-time student and where I work. So yeah, and then the last one is, welcoming you to the portfolio website. And then of course I added a picture of myself there so people know who I am, so they can put a name to the face. Then I have my statement tab, which just kind of is like a short brief statement, I guess, of what I kind of feel like. It's more pertaining to my major type because it's saying technology. My major is computer informations. So it is kind of saying how I feel about that, technology, and how we should, most people should at least learn the basics because it'll really benefit them. And then we move on to the resume tab, and that is just my resume here. I guess not, unfortunately, because I am still young, but I don't have a long resume. For work experience, I've only ever had 2 jobs, and my first job was actually at McDonald's, so I felt like that really wasn't necessary to add on this because it's not really, that professional, and I have been at my current job for over a year now anyways, so that's a little bit more relevant. And so yeah, I have education and work experience for this resume part just because obviously I have other stuff that I could add, volunteer experience and interest. But I put a different tab for volunteering, so I didn't want to be too repetitive and add it more than once throughout the site. It is an interactive resume, so if you click on the links, it'll bring you to the websites that they are. So I have a link for the university that I will be transferring to, a link for Hack, and then for both of them I have the links for the degrees, or the majors, the majors that each one are listed. And then here for work experience I have a link to the bank that I work for. And then the PDF as well here, if you click on it, and it should load the PDF file. Yep. So that this loads the PDF file, and this one is the actual resume, so it has the volunteer work included on this PDF. And then next, you click the volunteer tab, and I have volunteering for the Costa Rican Humanitarian Foundation, which I went to on a study abroad trip with Hack just this May, so just a couple weeks ago. And I just explained, where we volunteered with and what we did and all that stuff, and I added 2 photos to kind of correspond with what we did there. And under this tab also you have another one that is projects. To me, because these are linked, basically because we volunteered with Costa Rica, and the project that I had to do with it was create a travel directory about that experience there. So I felt like, they were linked together, so I wanted to add that little sub-tab that you could click on there. So you have volunteer work, and then the next one underneath is projects that brings you to here. In this one, I have a link to the travel directory that I created right here. Also through Wix, so it'll take you to another Wix site once that loads. Possibly. There we go. Yeah, so this is another one. This is the travel directory here, and that's a link on here. And then in here I just explain about the project and everything like that as well. And lastly, we have a contact me page, which just has my information, so phone number, address, email, and then a link to my LinkedIn, and a picture of me as well. And then here, your basic contact things, so you can already do your email and then click send. So yeah, that is my layout of this. I like the background that I chose because it moves, if you see that. I kind of just like that because I feel like it's neat, it gives you, because I just felt like I didn't put, there's not crazy, like on the home page, there's not so much detail on it, so it's not like, eye-popping or whatever, and I like how the background moves because it kind of keeps you interested and it keeps your eyes on the screen because you're at least watching something. And so that's why I chose that choice of background, and I chose like the kind of almost see-through box here because I felt like it kind of went together. The gray looks nice with the blue tone background, and I do like how it is see-through, so you can still see the stuff moving in the background, but you're still able to read the text here, and it's not too confusing for the eyes. As far as suggestions go, I don't really have any suggestions about the site. Like I said, I like Wix. I think it's very user-friendly. I would maybe say suggestions for myself, maybe just if I could have, I want to say maybe put more detail, but I, obviously tried as much as I could. I could have maybe just added a little more, typed a lot more maybe, so it's not at, my statement page I know is a little short, so definitely a suggestion for myself is work on that, for myself in general, try to come up with a better statement that I like. So that is also part of something that I would have done differently. I would have added more to the statement tabs, just make it a little more outstanding and a little stronger than what it is right now. And what did I learn from this project? I learned that I actually do like creating websites. I created this website, a portfolio site, and like I said, a travel directory for the trip that I took. And I found that I like creating websites. It's pretty interesting, and I really like seeing the end result, and I like going through and I like showing people. I'm like, hey, this is the website I created. Go look at it. So I learned that I do like enjoying websites and creating that. So that's it. Thank you.